all, this is going to be a video review on the Sennheiser and Apogee AMBEO AMBEO 3D recording high fidelity headphones. And this is a IEM inner monitor earbud ear canal earphone. And there are some ear tips on there, and there's also some extra ear tips in the box. On the outside of those earpieces, we see very high quality, professional quality microphones. And when you put these earbuds in your ear, these microphones will capture what your ear normally hears. In other words, real life. And when you play back on these, what you've recorded, then you'll be getting what's called a binaural recording, recording that sounds like you're actually there, because it records exactly what your ears hear and the normal way your ears hear things. So playing this back on headphones is highly recommended, because that way you'll get the authentic sound. But this is the AMBEO headset, and besides being a professional recording headset, which is actually demonstrated in a lot of places on the internet, this is an earbud, an IEM that you can actually use to play hi-fi music. But not only is it a hi-fi earbud that you can play music with, it sounds so incredibly good that I don't think anybody's going to believe me. But I've listened to a lot of things over the past year, different headphones and earbuds and stuff like that. This thing here is amazing. I think this is one of the best sounding earbuds out there, and there's a lot of expensive ones out there, but you listen to this first and then tell me if the other ones are really any better, even those that cost $1,000, and I've had some of those. That's the earbuds themselves. The configuration here is to hook over the top of your ears. They're pretty stable for me. I imagine they would be for most people. Here's the box. This is all passive, at least as far as I know. There's no battery in here, no charging or anything like that. It gets all of its power from the phone or iPod or whatever. Lightning connector only. I won't pull that out because it's in the phone right now, which I'm recording with. But there's volume up and down, stop buttons. There's this button up on the top end right there. Does something, and I don't even remember what. It has some effect on a recording, I guess, maybe to turn off change the background noise or whatever. The button on the bottom and down here is in one, if you start the button off by pushing the downside, then it controls noise canceling, and then you push the button on the upside first. After waiting for a little bit, then it does the background noise. So I guess that button on top is something else besides the background noise, and they have names for that. But anyway, those are not all that important, I don't think, because I mean, you can plug this in and get started with it right away. You don't have to do anything. It just works right out of the box when you plug it into a iOS device. But it's going to have to be iOS 11. iOS before that doesn't work. So the iOS 11 has all the smarts to control this thing. What a fantastic system this is. I've had binaural recordings for decades, but this is the first one that I've ever seen that an ordinary consumer can buy for $300, and then just go out and make yourself some very high quality binaural recordings. And by high quality, I mean, you know, when you're in a thunderstorm, it's going to pick up the deep stuff too, pretty deep. So it's a pretty fantastic piece of equipment here, and I am going to now put this back into my ears so that I can hear what I'm recording, and then at the same time show you the box and talk about some other things. Like most earbuds, the isolation is not that much passive wise. The noise canceling on here I haven't found to be, well, it's nothing like a Bose. It's pretty minimal noise canceling, but anyway, that's just my impression. I tend to get a bright kind of sound out of any earbuds. That includes the Apple earpods, and most IEMs that I've used tend to sound kind of bright to me and weak in the bass, because I'm not getting a good ear seal. But if I can show you something here on my iPod. And see, where's the brightness on here? Show you the curve I did on this thing. It's let's see if it's going to come up here. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the curve that I did. I boosted the bass up around 40 hertz and cut the treble down to around 5 kilohertz in the mid to upper treble. And anyway, that makes it sound natural to me. But anyway, having this earphone equalized to sound exactly like my other earphones, frequency response wise, the clarity is still so much better. It's amazing how good this is. For $300 to get the recording system and a earbud, it's worth at least $300, if not more. Quite a bargain. So anyway, there's some of the instruction literature in here that this thing comes with, and a great big fold out that's one little tiny paragraph of English and 19 other languages. And in the box here we have this insert, and then you can see the extra ear tips in that little plastic bag in there. I don't think there's no kind of carry case for this exactly. I'm using a see if I can find it here. Where's my little pouch? Well, I had it here. There it is. I'm just using a little pouch that I got from a local store, and it has just enough room to park the thing in, fold it up. There's the outside of the box with some pictures, and then down here it shows you the controls and what you can do with them. And what do we call this? Noise canceling and situational awareness on the bottom, and then user assignable whatever on the top. But it does have a default assignment. And then of course here we see the front of the box with all that, and then some stuff on the side in multiple languages. Anyway, this is a let's show this thing again. This is just an incredible invention. I've said that about a lot of things, but this is just astounding. If you're gonna play back on headphones, you're gonna hear that how this thing really sounds. But if you're playing back on speakers or something else, then you won't. So that's it. This is Sennheiser, a collaboration between Sennheiser and Apogee, who've been making recording products for a long time. And it's called the AMBEO, AMBEO. And it's $300. And got mine at the Apple Store. And there you go. Thank you very much.